board exams are coming, but you don't have to worry. Here's a smarter way to prepare for your English paper. How can you get maximum marks in your papers? Well, practice makes man perfect. So start writing papers. Take previous papers and start writing. Practice. Be it languages, maths, science, whichever paper. When you start practicing, start writing, you'll come to know these are the types of questions that come in your paper. Let's understand the format of our English paper. Our English paper is divided into 6 sections. The first section would be language study, that is the grammar part. Now this language study is subdivided into 3 parts. First we'll have A1 question that will be of 4 marks and it will be simple questions. Then we have A2, again grammar part, which will be a medium level question. And last one would be of 2 marks, that would be a little complicated, that you can say challenging questions. This comes as the grammar part. And you have for that 15 minutes. You have to spend only 15 minutes for this. Then we have to move on to the next session, that is passages. 2 passages from the textbook would be there for comprehension, each carrying 10 marks. And again here you can spend around 15 minutes for one passage. The third session would be poem comprehension. So again we have 2 poems here. One poem would be for comprehensions, question answers, and the other poem would be appreciation of that poem. So again here 10 marks for each. Next comes question number 4, that would be non-textual passage. That is an unseen passage and we have a comprehension for that. Now based on that passage itself, it carries 10 marks and you have to spend 20 minutes for it. You can spend maximum 20 minutes for that. On basis of that same comprehension, you have to write a summary of it. You have to summarize the comprehension, which is of 5 marks. Again, you can spend 10 minutes for that. Next comes the writing skill part. First one would be letter writing. 5 marks, you are spending 15 minutes. On an average, you can say for all the writing skills, you have to spend 15 minutes, not more than that. Then only you can accordingly allot the time properly and you will have extra 10 minutes for rechecking it. The first one we had was letter writing. Second would be question number 6, that would be information transfer. Third would be information transfer, you'll have verbal or non-verbal. The second one would be speech writing or view counter view, any of those. Now in the next one, 7th A would be expansion of a theme. Expansion of a theme, a proverb, or you can write a report. The last one, developing a story. So overall, if you see, you're going to save 70 minutes for it. That means the last 10 minutes you will be using it for checking. Let's analyze and understand section wise how the marks has been distributed. So language study carries 10 marks. Then we have textual passages, 2 passages carrying 20 marks. Poetry carries 10 marks. Non-textual passage 10 marks plus a summary of it. And total writing skills, total it will be 25 marks. So total it will be 80 marks paper. Let's understand question number 1 in detail. That is, question number 1 language study contains 3 types of questions. That is simple, medium and challenging. A total 8 marks, and second would be 1B, that will be 2 marks. So 8 plus 2, that is total 10 marks language study. Let's check this particular format of our English paper. Here, as we know, our English paper question number 1 is divided into 3 subparts, A1, A2 and B. A1, there are 5 questions in it. That would be simple level question. A2 would be medium level question. There are 3 questions in that. And B would be challenging activities. There are 2 questions in this. Now A1, there are 5 questions in that. You have to attempt any 4. Each question carries 1 mark. I would advise you to attempt all the 5 because in case you are missing out on one, you will get the remaining 4 marks. The next one, A2. There are 3 questions in that. You have to attempt any 2. Each question here carries 2 marks. The third one, B1, they are little difficult questions and there are 2 questions in that. You have to attempt any 1. So accordingly, each question carries 2 marks. So as I advised you, you can attempt all the 10 questions. If you attempt all the 10 questions, in case you are missing out on any one, you will not lose your marks. Hope the format of the English paper is clear. Now in our next video, we'll be learning section wise, that is question wise, what are the types of questions that come. You practice those questions, you look into that video, you practice the question, surely you'll get in English paper above 90.